then hit record again and hope those numbers ghost back onto the screen. It's the weirdest thing in the world how those numbers can just disappear and reappear, isn't it? They don't do that in real life, only on my camera.
As the second period gets underway, Hannafin on his right, Bottomley on his left, Walsh and Banish. And Carson wins that over to Hannafin. Hannafin takes it across the blue line. And a deep angle shot wide into the corner, around the wall. Walsh holds it in. Walsh, shot loose in front. Oh my goodness gracious, that's Grant Hannafin picking up the garbage in front. Vancouver scores its first goal of the night. That was Hannafin from somebody and Walsh. I didn't see who got the first assist, but Hannafin cleaned up the rebound that came in out in front, I think. Or maybe that was Walsh's rebound. All right, it's 5-on-4 now. Sutter on the draw. Tri-Cities wins it back. Walsh now on his horse. Mooney gets there first. Nice job, Mooney. Good pressure on the forecheck. Banish swings that around to the half wall. Mooney will get to it first and send it deep. Walsh sends it behind the net. Banish not there. There now. He'll get to it. Swing it around to Walsh. And Walsh looks to break out. Up to Bottomley. Bottomley can't handle it. And back to Walsh. Walsh cross ice to Hannafin. Hannafin. Crisp pass up to Bottomley. Bumped off his stick. Tri-Cities will collect it and send it back to center ice. Back to Banish. Banish up to center ice, chipped off a Tri-City stick, right back to Banish. Banish off the wall. Tri-Cities holds it in the corner, or against the wall rather, sends it around the wall. Birchall is out to play it, comes all the way back to center. And we've got too many men for Tri-Cities, it looks like. That's the linesman paying attention. That's a little home cooking, I guess, since Vancouver is the home team. So a two-man advantage again for Vancouver for another 24 seconds. And we get a face-off just outside the blue line here. That's Bruton with the draw over to Sutter. Sutter leaves it for Bruton. Bruton looking. Pass it down to Pfister just a little too far out in front. Tri-Cities will grab that and kick it back to center ice. Triplett will get there and look to turn it around. 10 seconds left on the two-man advantage. Triplett up to Sutter. Sutter Carson across the blue line looking to shoot. Steep angle shot almost tipped by Pfister. Puck makes it to the corner. Myers looking. First penalty is over. Steep angle shot by Weston, and that's held by the goalie. We'll get a face-off. 1:31 left in the 5-on-4 power play for Vancouver once we get the puck dropped. And this is Bruton on the face-off. Bottomley, Hannafin, over to Hannafin. Nice job, Bruton, winning that draw over to Hannafin. Hannafin turns around, sends it deep behind the net. Tri-Cities loops it around. Triplett holds it in, sends it back down. Oh, great centering feed by Bottomley. Nobody there to collect it for Vancouver. Birchall out of his net to play this. He'll play it up the glass. Oh, but it hits that broken glass, that new piece there, and kind of died on him. Now we're at center ice. Pfister, puck on his stick. Steep angle shot, and it'll be gobbled up by Tri-Cities netminder. 12:51 left, 1:03 in the power play. Score Tri-Cities 7, Vancouver 1. Carson, Hannafin, Bottomley, Banish, and Walsh, the unit for Vancouver. Tri-Cities wins that forward and look to break out of their own zone. Hannafin will send it deep. Around the wall. They get to it, and they're able to get it out of the zone. Walsh looks to feed it over to Hannafin. Hannafin sends it along the wall. Tri-Cities got one person leaking out. Mooney, nice job by Hannafin to break up that play. Mooney had it for a second. Hannafin sends a steep angle shot on net, handled by the goalie. Achenbach, I think his name is. Anyway, nice drive by Hannafin there. As Mooney's been stepping around Vancouver's players most of the evening. Carson on the draw. Tri-Cities wins it back. And Tri-Cities with possession. Breakaway opportunity. Shot blocked by Burcho. Puck's in the corner. Hannafin and Banish. Hannafin. Toe drags around one. Hannafin with possession. Hannafin across the red line. Hannafin across the blue line. Offsides. And Sutter and Bottomley. I don't know which one they're going to call us off, but somebody crossed that blue line first before the puck. And we'll get a face-off here just outside the zone. 12:02 left in the second period. 13 seconds left on the power play for Vancouver. And that line change took a little bit too long. Holland took a little too long getting on the ice. And referee Owen explaining to him how the line change is supposed to work and the signals that he needs to follow in order to get on the ice. I think that Carson understood now. Carson's going to take the face-off, which is probably how they wanted it anyway. Tri-Cities with possession. They kick it back to center ice. Pfister now. Pfister up to Myers. Down into Vancouver's end. And the power play has now expired. That's Pfister. Oh, gets bumped off the puck. Pretty big bump. Wild West and Myers now across the blue line. Steep angle shot by Myers, and Achenbach will gobble that up. 11:35 left in the second period. Uh, 11:35 left in the second period. Face-offs in Tri-Cities end. Hannafin, oh, whistle. We have a face-off violation against Tri-Cities. I didn't see it, but the linesman did. So we'll get a face-off, a second try at it. Tri-Cities wins it back behind their own net. Holland working his way into the corner. Pfister stepping up. And Tri-Cities will get to that puck. Hannafin there. Nice centering feed shot. Burchill works his way out and takes that in the numbers. Nice job, Burchill, to stop that one. We'll get a face-off down in Vancouver's end. Defenseman, there's 55 again. Shot, swept into the corner by Burchill. I think Cameron knows they're feeding 55, and he's signaling for him to keep on shooting. Sorry. Puck's back in the corner. 55 holds it in for Tri-City, sends it deep behind the net. Tri-City's got a man in front. They collect it. Ooh, look to center. Banged below the net by Hannafin. Swept along by Carson. Back to the point. Held in by Tri-Cities. Tri-Cities long entry feed. Blocked into the wall by Burchill. And out of the zone. Bruton's got a step. He's got Bottomley in the center. Oh, he gets thumped by 55 for Tri-Cities. Grant, 55 is Grant for Tri-Cities. And Tri-Cities with possession across the blue line into neutral ice. And centering feed through everyone into the corner. Hannafin's there in the corner trying to work it loose for Vancouver. Chipped up by Bottomley and not out. Held in by Tri-Cities. Good effort by both teams against the sidewall there. And the puck does come across the blue line, so Tri-Cities will need to come out and tag up before they can get back in. Backhand feed by Tri-Cities. Another one, Bruton intercepts it. And that shot goes, that pass goes, a dump, I guess, below the blue line, below the goal line, rather. Tri-Cities feeds it out to center ice. Hannafin picks it off. Hannafin into the corner. Hannafin looking, tries to toe drag around one, and that gets picked off. Tri-Cities through neutral ice. They've got numbers. Fed to the center. Into the corner. Tri-Cities feeds it low. And that's Pfister pushed it back up. Puck's back at the point now. Not held in. Tri-Cities will have to go pick it up again. 9:20 now in the second period. Sutter on the forecheck, and now Hannafin reaching. Tri-Cities makes that pass, and they're through center ice. Triplet now, working to ride his man around the goal, and puck comes loose. Triplet will get to it first. A little more concerned with the man than the puck there, and Tri-Cities will end up with it. Backdoor opportunity now. No goal, as that puck danced over Burchill's shoulder and not in. Puck's all the way back below the blue line. Tri-Cities will come pick it up, and Mooney now on it. Mooney passes up, and Tri-Cities will make it behind the net. Burchill will stop to play it, get caught out, and does make it back into the net. No goal on that misplayed puck. Pfister sweeps the puck along. Puck's at the dot. Carson chips it up out of the zone. Mooney's back to collect it. 8:15 now in the second. As Mooney steps on the gas, works his way around. Nice job by Mooney. He does take a shot, although I'm not sure why, because there wasn't a lot of room on that post. But if I'd skated all that way, I'd want to take a shot too. Yeah. So, and, it might go in. Yeah. All right. Holland, Bruton, Bottomley, the forward unit with Banish and Walsh, the defense. Tri-Cities wins that back. Grant at the far point for Tri-Cities. Doesn't hold that in. Nice job by Holland. Just pushing and pushing and pushing and making that puck leave. Puck comes back up to center ice. Held in by Grant for Tri-Cities. Now Banish up the wall and into Tri-Cities end. Grant will come back and pick it up for Tri-Cities. Sends it around the corner, up the wall. Through center. Tri-Cities has got a man back. Nice job Walsh getting a stick on that and breaking the play up. Tri-Cities in the corner. Pass, nobody at the point for Tri-Cities. Looks like a little confusion there. And they'll have to come back and pick it up. Sends it up the wall. Tries to sweep it along. Banish now sends that one deep. And Tri-Cities will collect it again. Ooh, 71 for Tri-Cities. Shot. Oh, 27 shot by Tri-Cities. Went wide. Puck reverse centered. Broken up shot. Blocked by Burchill. Nice job by Burchill. He's getting a lot of practice at making those backdoor saves. Tri-Cities looks for the open man. Broken up by Bottomley for a second. Shot down low. Or passed down low by Tri-Cities. And behind the net. Tri-Cities walks up. Backhand shot. Blocked. Lots of confusion behind the net. Puck is loose. Burchill tries to cover. That went off him and into the corner. And we've got Bruton. Well, it's been touched a couple of times now. Bruton got excited down there and grabbed onto a Tri-Cities player. And now we're going to go back the other way. Tri-Cities with a... Well, that's a couple of opportunities now. Yeah. Okay. Bruton, something happened behind the play, and Bruton got excited, grabbed onto a Tri-Cities player and drug him down. That's what the penalty was for. Before that, there was something that happened that egged Bruton on. So that obviously wasn't picked up. I didn't see it anyway. They dug around Burchill's pad a little bit. Anyway, the puck went down to the other end, was picked up by Tri-Cities. And now we're trying to sort out who's going to be called for what. Bruton's in the box. All right, so we've got a roughing penalty. And the referee's going back and explaining it to Burchell and Pfister.
So they're not going to call this other team for punching a kid in the stomach. I am so
And we are still looking now. There's 2 penalties apparently. So I'm not sure if we're skating 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Yep, double minor. So that's what the call is. A double minor on Bruton for roughing. Bruton is saying that he was punched in the stomach. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see a punch. But he certainly hopped up like something bad happened, for whatever that's worth. He will be sitting out for 4 minutes or until Tri-Cities scores 2 goals. We'll see which one happens first. 6:03 left. I think I've said that 4 or 5 times now. Tri-Cities lead 7-1. We're still talking and trying to figure out what the penalties are. And I think we're ready now. On the PK for Vancouver, that's Hannafin taking the draw, wins it over to Pfister. Pfister drops it back down below the goal line. Tri-Cities sweeps it out front to center and is not able to get to it. Puck goes back to the point off the half wall. Pfister tries to chip it up and out, and he will. And that is Covington. Covington with possession. Hannafin behind him. Behind the net. Oh, in front. Covington had a step. Looked like he might have had a lane to that puck. Tri-Cities does a good job of closing that off. They get possession, and we're looking to get to the other end. Mooney now. Mooney, backhand, into the corner. Below the goal line. Pfister's there. Tri-Cities will come up with it and look to set something up. They try to bang it through. Pfister breaks it up. Hannafin now. Hannafin's got Covington. Covington's got to go. Nice job, Covington, holding up for that. Oh, good snapshot. Holding up for that offside play. Covington sends it back low. Tri-Cities now with possession. 1 minute. 1 minute off the penalty. Tri-Cities through center ice. Tri-Cities down to the corner. Around behind the net. Out in front. 55 Grant. Bangs it wide. Puck's in the corner at Grant's feet. Hannafin. Backhanded. Up out of the zone. Covington. Oh, not quite out of the zone. Mooney now. Banged off Mooney's stick by Hannafin behind the net. Tri-Cities working. Looking to center. Oh, Grant can't get a stick on it. Diving play by Covington to break that up. Send it into the corner. Cross ice pass by Tri-Cities. Tri-Cities working its way out. Now back to the point. Long shot. Dump in went wide. Back to the point by Tri-Cities. Between 2 defenders. Works way to center. Shot tipped by Walsh into the corner. Behind the goal. Tri-Cities centers off of Burchell. That ricocheted in off the goalie. And he's going to want that one back. On the upside, they killed off the first penalty. So now there is no more power play. With 3:59 left in the second period, Vancouver trails 8-1. Burton's out of the box, and we'll get started. Sutter Carson going to take the draw for Vancouver. Tri-Cities sweeps that back. Triplet will send that back to center ice. Tri-Cities with possession. They go cross ice. Oh, almost broken up by Weston Myers. Myers rides his guy into the wall. Nice job, Weston. Holding up progress by Tri-Cities in the corner. Tri-Cities does dig it out of the wall and look to break out. Triplet around 1. Burchell tries to reach out, touches the puck, directs it, but does not stop it. Puck is loose. Triplet up to Bottomley. And now back behind the goal. Into the corner. Pfister's there. Up the half wall. Myers. Good job, Myers stepping up. Looking to center. Centered, and Burchell will hold that. And we'll get another faceoff. We've got more talks now, more talking to the official, and that's rarely a good thing. Hannafin and Covington, but it looks like it's a good-natured thing, so that's good. Bruton's going to line up to take this draw. Hannafin's on his left. I believe that's Holland on his right. Or sorry, it's Covington on his right. Shot by Tri-Cities on the ice, wide, dumped into the corner. Change direction. Walsh will get to it in the corner first. Nope, Mooney's there. Oh, nice job by Walsh getting that puck off his stick. And Bruton now holding up progress, dragging Mooney down. And they're going to call that... What are they going to call it? I didn't see it, unless they're going to call Kobe for dragging Mooney down, which he did. But nobody's leaving the ice, so it must have gone out of play at some point. And they're kicking Mooney out? What are they doing now? Yep, they're kicking Mooney out of the circle for some reason. Tri-Cities gets to replace their centerman. Bruton wins that forward. Up to Covington through center ice. Entry feed is high and wide, and Vancouver will go get it up the wall. Bainish will hold that in down to Covington. Covington looking for Hannafin. Oh no, he's got Bruton in front, and the puck gets swept into the corner. Tri-Cities with possession. That's Mooney through center ice. Burchell's out to play it. He sweeps it along. We've got a penalty on Vancouver. Hook. We've got a hook, and that's probably an attempt to hold Mooney up as he just sped by. He's the fastest person on the ice in a straight line. That's going to get Bruton. And that's definitely the call they're going to make. So 2:21 left in the second period. The penalty killing unit for Vancouver. Carson Pfister, Bottomley, and Triplet. Puck being held against the wall by Pfister. And that was Bottomley that got it out of the zone. Pfister is being yacked at because he took a swing or jab, took a poke at one of the Tri-Cities forwards there. The referee is telling him to please not do that anymore. That pass was tipped by Carson. Burchell will stop that and cover it as he gets fancy with it. Not much need for that. Probably could have just covered that one up, and that's probably what the official's telling him. Please don't get cute. Please just cover the puck. And you're putting Tri-Cities, if you do that, you're putting Tri-Cities into a spot where, of course, they're going to take a swing at it because you play until the whistle blows. And then you're putting your defense into a spot where, of course, they're going to hit the Tri-City player who took a poke at you because you can't hit the goalie. Yeah, it's just a bad scene. So, face-off. Tri-Cities has a shot, blocked in front. Rebound. Oh, nice job by Vancouver to sort that out and keep people away from it. Puck's behind the net. 1:19 left in the power play for Tri-Cities. Puck's below the goal line. Oh, tipped away by Pfister. Held in at the blue line by Tri-Cities. Tri-Cities works their way into the high slot. Fed over and off Burchill into the corner. Swept up by Carson, held in at the point by Tri-Cities. Around one as Bottomley came up and took a poke at it. And puck's down in the corner, back out to the point. Puck's at the dot. Ooh, if that had been cleanly handled, that might have been a good opportunity for Tri-Cities. As it is, the shot goes into Burchill's chest protector. We'll get a stoppage in play. 38 seconds left in the penalty for Tri-Cities. For the power play for Tri-Cities, and 59 seconds left in the second period. The unit on the ice now for Vancouver, Hannafin, Bottomley, Walsh, and Covington. Oh, sorry, Bainish, not Bottomley, that's Bainish. And the net's off as Burchill took a big stride over there to get to the post and knock that net loose. I rarely mind that he does that. We'll get another face-off. Grant for Tri-Cities taking the draw. Hannafin, puck on his stick, up off the glass. And that'll go the length of the ice. Achenbach out to set it. for Tri-Cities, and he does. Tri-Cities stops Covington, forcing the issue. Covington and Hannafin on the forecheck. 17 seconds left and counting in the power play. Long lead pass. That'll be icing if it goes. Yep, that'll be icing. We'll come down to this end. And we'll get a face-off. 12 seconds left in the power play for Tri-Cities. Hannafin, Covington, Banish, and Pfister? Not Pfister. Walsh on defense. Tri-Cities gets a late change out for their power play. And we'll get the puck dropped. Tri-Cities wins that back. Puck comes behind the net. Past one. And Covington will hold up progress. That will effectively kill off the power play opportunity as Bruton hits the ice. Long pass up into the offensive end. The Rangers' shot gets tipped behind the net now. Tri-Cities with possession. Puck comes out front. Nope, behind the net. Bouncing puck. Banish kicks it into the corner. Covington will get to it. Sweeps it up the wall. That'll do it for the second period. So at the end of 2, Tri-Cities leads 8-1.